How's it going, guys? Jimmy here with Kyle to give you this week's fishing report. Haven't heard too much. The weather's been really bad, so not many people have been out fishing. We've heard a little bit, but not too much. Kind of starting with the rockfish, they are catching them decent down south, some sizable ones, like around that 25 to 30 inch, around Chesapeake Beach, that kind of deal area. Up here, we haven't really gotten too many reports, but they should be in the rivers. They're catching them decent in the Severn and the Magothy. Look for your typical stuff, points, ledges. They're going to be on structure too, like people's docks, rock piles. This is the time of year where I would either wake up early and go throw topwater, or kind of wait for the middle of the day and go fish more structure-oriented stuff. And what I mean by structure is just going to be any type of feature on the bottom or on the shore that the fish are going to be able to push bait and move bait around to their advantage. So stuff like ledges, like I said, points, they usually go down on the points in the day and then they'll come up for topwater. Look in your kind of typical spots. It's been a little slow around here, so it might be a little bit of a grind to catch those fish, but if you do, it's going to be rewarding, and there are some of size this time of year when they're kind of feeding up before the fall.
Sure. Yeah, I think the name of the game, guys, is really finding the fish, right? I think that's really the hardest part of the equation right now. Cover a lot of water.
Yeah.
You know, don't get locked on too many marks. You know, find fish, troll around, cast at them, but don't get locked on them for too long. Definitely be willing to switch baits, switch colors, try a lot of things, but definitely kind of a tough bite right now. Just persistence and kind of stick-to-itiveness is what's going to work for you.
As far as perch go, seems to be getting a little bit better. People are still catching them in the shallows, same kind of spots. Perch pounders around docks and down trees and stuff like that. They're doing all right on the perch, nothing really too hot to talk about. Same with the blues and the mac. Mackerel are starting to kind of make their way out. They're going to south a little bit. Blues are kind of around if you can find them, but same kind of deal. It's going to be a lot of driving around, a lot of leaving fish to find fish. It's just going to be a little bit of a grind this week, but there's definitely still fish out there to catch, and this is the time of year too where you can get some of those bigger ones that are feeding up for that fall before they head out, or before they hunker down.
Sure. And then kind of to cover some of the freshwater stuff, we've got, again, same deal. Fish are feeding up for the fall, trying to get ready for the winter, trying to fatten themselves up. So we got a topwater bite that's starting to pick up for the bass. Definitely so your typical colors, walking baits, poppers, frogs, stick with blacks, bones, all seem to be working well. But again, kind of the same deal. Fish are there. Just find the active ones and keep casting, keep doing what you do. Eventually draw a bite.
Yeah, this weather kind of messed things up a little bit. Fish just are not really onto a pattern yet, just because we had the cold and now we have the warm. So just grind it out, stick with it, you'll catch something. It just might be a little bit harder this week. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, guys.